Hi, I'm Sel, and here's my DF for Module A, the nature of radio. For the DF, I will be discussing or answering the following. First, I will describe radio as a medium of communication, and second, I will discuss how radio can be used to promote development. To describe, radio is one of the most widely used and accessible mass communication media, particularly effective in reaching rural and disadvantaged populations. Here's a detailed discussion of radio as a medium of communication, including its nature, advantages, and limitations. Radio as a communication medium, first would be auditory medium. Radio is a open and closed blind medium relying solely on auditory elements such as voice, sound, music, noise, and silence. It stimulates the imagination by compelling listeners to visualize objects, actions, and ideas based on auditory cues. Second, mass medium. Radio has a wide reach capable of broadcasting to millions of people simultaneously. It is particularly effective in rural areas where other forms of media may not be accessible. Third, intimate and personal. Despite being a long distance communication medium, radio considered intimate due to the emotional connection created by the human voice. The tone, inflection, and pauses in speech can convey warmth, compassion, and other emotions, making it more personal than print media. Fourth would be portable and affordable. Radios are inexpensive and portable, making them accessible to economically disadvantaged groups. This portability allows listeners to tune in from virtually anywhere, whether at home, work, or on the move. Advantages of radio first would be stimulates imagination. Radio's lack of visual encourages listeners to create their own mental images, making it a highly engaging medium. Second, wide accessibility. Radio is affordable and portable, making it accessible to people in rural and remote areas, including those with limited literacy. Number three, it overcomes geographical barriers. Radio signals can cross geographical and physical barriers, reaching listeners in remote locations across oceans and even in areas affected by natural disasters. Number four, instant communication. Radio is ideal for conveying urgent messages such as emergency alerts, as it delivers information almost instantly. Number five, tailored messages. Radio programs are curated to present specific messages to targeted audiences, ensuring relevance and engagement. Number six, entertainment value. Radio is a popular source of entertainment, offering music, dramas, and engaging programs that attract listeners. Now, for the limitations of radio, first would be lack of personal contact. Unlike interpersonal communication, radio lacks visual and tactile elements, making it an impersonal medium. Number two, lack of permanence. Radio messages are transient and cannot be revisited or reread like printed materials. Number three, non-visual medium. Radio relies solely on auditory cues, which can lead to communication challenges. It requires additional effort to describe physical objects or processes that would be self-evident in visual media. Number four, difficulty in contextualizing messages. Radio messages lack the surrounding context that printed materials or visual media can provide. Signposting through sound effects and music is necessary to help listeners understand the structure and context of the message. Number five, divided attention. Radio is often a secondary medium as listeners may engage in other activities while tuning in. This divided attention can result in missed or ignored messages. And lastly, interference. Radio signals are subject to interference from other stations, atmospheric noise, and environmental factors, which can distort the message. In conclusion, radio remains a powerful and versatile medium of communication, especially for reaching large and diverse audiences quickly and effectively. Its ability to stimulate imagination, provide instant communication, and overcome barriers makes it an invaluable tool for development communication. However, its limitations, such as a lack of visuals and permanence, require careful planning and creative use of auditory elements to ensure the message is clear, engaging, and impactful. Now we will discuss how radio can be used to promote development. Radio is a powerful tool for promoting development, especially in rural areas and among disadvantaged groups. There are several ways in which radio can be utilized effectively for development communication. Radio can be used to promote development through educational programs. Radio can be used to educate listeners on various topics such as health, agriculture, environmental conservation, and social issues. For example, programs can teach farmers about high yielding crops or provide health tips to mothers. Number two, awareness campaigns. Radio spots, jingles, and blogs can be used to raise awareness about pressing issues such as climate change, public health, or social justice. These short, catchy messages can be used in popular programs to reach a wide audience. Number three, community engagement. Radio can serve as a platform for community discussions, debates, and interviews, allowing individuals to voice their opinions and share their experiences. This fosters a sense of community and encourages collective action. Number four, promoting local initiatives. Localized radio programs can highlight community projects, events, and success stories, inspiring others to take similar actions. For example, a program could feature an interview with a farmer who successfully implemented sustainable practices. Number five, entertainment with development messages. Developmental messages can be integrated into entertaining formats such as dramas, music programs, or magazine style shows. This approach ensures that the audience remains engaged while absorbing important information. Number six, disseminating practical information. Radio can provide practical tips and advice such as to prepare for natural disasters, improve health and hygiene, or adopt new technologies. Mobilizing resources. Radio can be used to mobilize resources for community projects such as fundraising campaigns or calls for volunteers. In conclusion, radio is a versatile and impactful medium for promoting development, especially in areas where other forms of communication are less accessible. By leveraging its advantages such as wide reach, immediacy, and intimacy, while addressing its limitations, development communicators can use radio to educate, inform, and inspire communities to take action for positive change. Thank you.